All right, welcome to the Panther Pad podcast. I am General Mike Payne of the original Black Panthers of VA, National General under King Rick. And guess what? Today, I'm alone. I ain't got my co-host with me. Where's she at? Y'all tell me where she at. Comment. I want to hear all the comments of where she could be at. Y'all let me know. All right. But anyway, we still got a good show for you today. I'm going to hold it down all by myself, all by my lonely today. And we're going to go ahead and knock it out. So first of all, as a lot of you know, if you follow our pages and you know our activity, the Panthers went to the movies, okay? We went to go see Judas and the Messiah. Right? Am I right about that?
Black Messiah.
Yes, Judas and the Black Messiah. Thank you. See, that's why I don't got my co-host, so I got to ask my editor. But we can do that because we're on the Panther Pad podcast. That's what happens. So anyway, let's get it. Judas and the Black Messiah. So we saw the movie. And I want to say, I thought the movie was done very well. I really enjoyed it. It was hard for me to just sit and look at the movie as a spectator and just say, this is a movie I came to see. It really hit home, and I kind of seen it through a different lens, and so did a lot of my soldiers. We were really watching it, and it was kind of hard for us because a lot of the situations that King Fred Hampton and some of the other Panthers went through, we do see throughout the days and weeks that we're out in the streets and the neighborhoods and different things that we go through, and a lot of the Panthers get to see things like that happened in the film. So it was kind of hard. And then plus that it's just not going to have a great ending. It's not like one of those movies where, you might even watch the slave movies and you see somebody get away and, they end up having an okay life, or, they're like in Django and they whip the slave master to death or something like that. It wasn't nothing like that. You know what's going to happen. It's not going to be a happy ending. And yeah, let me say spoiler alert, right? Let me say that. So if you haven't seen the movie, you might not want to, really go and listen to this till afterwards, But I don't like how, I can't say I don't like because it's based on true events, but the Judas of the film, he did an amazing job. First of all, let me shout out to him. That guy acted his ass off, swear jar. But hey, he did an amazing job. Phenomenal. But the thing was, they showed a lot of his dynamics and his character and how he kind of felt really bad, but then continued to do what he was doing and how it was eating him up inside. I remember, just from listening to Tupac, he always had in his music, said, a coward dies 1,000 deaths, a soldier dies but one. And that motherfucker, swear jar, was dying every day. It looked like that he was, that he knew he was deceiving his family and his friends. And there are people like that. So you got to watch the people that are close to you, because some of them are there for the wrong reasons. And this film really depicted that. And it showed it, and it showed how it brought down a great thing that King Fred Hampton was trying to do. So, but yeah, the movie was good. It was on point. I thought the acting was good. I definitely will be buying it when it comes out on DVD. I'm into collecting movies, especially my black films. But I'll be buying that one as well. And I'll probably buy that one and leave it in the plastic. I probably won't even watch it like that over again because it's tough for me to watch. It is. But I really enjoyed the film. I thought they did a great job. And I suggest that everyone see it, whether you stream it or whether you go to the theater like we did. I suggest you see the film. You can learn a lot from it. You can learn about J. Edgar Hoover and the COINTELPRO. And the way they went about shutting down all black organizations. So definitely watch that. And, it's a good learning lesson. So that's all I'm going to say about that film. Excuse me. Now we're going to go to our next subject. All right, let's go to our next subject. We're going to talk about sellouts. Now this goes a little deeper than people may think, okay? I know most people may say, a sellout is just a person that, kind of sells out his race, does some wrong or, some questionable, sketchy things within his own racial makeup, But that's not just what it is, okay? So, and the reason why we're transitioning into sellouts is because, well, also that relates to the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. Okay, so let's talk about the sellouts. But let's not talk about just the obvious ones. Let's talk about the ones you never would think are considered sellouts. Let's do that, okay? So, to me, and to many others, but definitely you're going to hear this from me. A sellout could be a person who may be killing off his community for personal gain. Never thought about it like that, huh? Or have you? Right? So let's say somebody's out just, strictly just selling dope or selling some type of drugs just to get their money up, right? Just to feed themselves or live lavish, and they're not doing it just because of the hard times. I know people do have those issues too, where it's just like, okay, I had hard times, I had to get this off, and whatever. But no, I'm talking about somebody that's really getting it. This is what they talk about. This is what they like to do. They really just going out killing off their community, not caring, selling to women, pregnant women, selling to whoever. Just it don't even matter because they're just trying to get money. They're greedy and trying to get money. They're killing off their community. That's the same thing as a sellout. Same thing. Because you're killing off your own people for personal gain. Just like a snitch would go to or save himself from going to jail. Right? You understand what I'm saying? You see what I'm working with there? So if you have a snitch, a person that's going to decide to tell, he was in the life of crime with this group of people. He wants to get his time cut off. So he does a little ratting. Now, all his boys he was with go to jail, but he gets his little personal deal. He gets to get out while they rot. You see this? You see? So he sold out his people. So what's the difference when you have somebody that's personally gaining in the community, but destroying the community? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And I correlate that with a lot of our music that's out. A lot of these artists will sit here and tell you that our women ain't nothing but, hoes, tricks, bitches, whatever they want to call it, and they be married forever and whatever. They're not even living that life, but they'll tell you to live it. You have the women now who are rapping about whatever they rapping about. It's cool to, play a dude, rip them off, rob them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But most of them aren't even living that life. I've heard a couple of stories. A couple of them did it, but no. But that's neither here nor there. If you're not doing what you're talking about, but you do it to make the money, lead the people into disarray, have them all in chaos and mayhem, so that you can get your personal gain. That's a form of selling out. You've sold your people out. You stop caring about the village, and you decide to harm that village. You see what I'm saying? You harm your people. You harm those children, and you don't care because you want money. So there's many ways to sell out, and on top of that, I want to cover the term Uncle Tom. Let's talk about Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom is not the correct term to be using for a sellout. Okay? If you read Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe, Uncle Tom actually helped slaves. Okay? He used to help slaves. It was Sambo who was the one who was the overseer who used to actually sell out, rat on the slaves, and do everything like that. So we need to get that straight. Everybody always says, "Oh, he's an Uncle Tom," or "He's Tomming." I know that's the funny and, you know, the term that's just used. But we need to get it straight, okay? Uncle Tom wasn't the sellout. It was Sambo. He was the sellout, all right? And everybody talks about Sambo, and it's a derogatory term. And if you look at where it comes from, you know, you had the Spanish and Portuguese Empire. And back then it was with a Z, Sambo, right? And that meant a person who was mixed, but more darker or more black than white. So, you know, these are the things we have to look up, things that we have to know, knowledge that needs to be put out. And it's important, you know, when we speak, and we have to be careful with the words that we use. And, you know, we're addressing people, and we're calling people, you know, whatever we're calling them, you want to make sure you use the right term, especially if you're trying to be mad and curse somebody out, yell at somebody. You don't want to be calling the wrong thing. You know, to call somebody Uncle Tom, and somebody who's educated is going to sit there and be like, well, yeah, I am, because I do help my people. You see, so we have to make those corrections, all right? And we have to do what we can as a black nation to stay together, band together, and remember to think about the village, all right? We have to say, in every decision we make in life, we should say, in the back of our mind somewhere, is this going to help or harm our village? Because if we don't think about that, then you could possibly be selling out, and you won't even know it. You know, a lot of our great leaders had these snitches and so-called sellouts right next to them. It was somebody that was really close to them, you know. And that's very sad that you can have somebody that can eat with you, that can lay in your house, bounce around your kids, and be plotting to kill you. Or at least plotting to, you know, let somebody else do it. So be careful with your circle. Be careful who you're around. And, you know, we gotta play it safe out here, especially if you're in this revolutionary life. Be careful who you surround yourself with, because anybody could be coming for your head. You'll never know it. Jealousy and envy has always been a really big, had a really big stronghold on our community. They say it's because we ain't never had nothing, so it's always I got mine, you better get yours. And when one of us rise up, the other one want to pull them back down. So be careful. You know, we have to learn to love each other and learn from each other. Not pull each other down, but learn from each other. So, you know, that's all I'm going to say about that. Use the correct terms, learn that history, get in them books. You know, stop just going to YouTube, going off what other people say. You know, research what I said, you know. And I want you to do that, because then you're going to find out not only what I told you is correct, but also you'll find out more and you'll learn more. So that's all I got for this show. We're going to wrap it up. Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. Donate also. We got some things coming up. You know, donate to OBP VA. That's our Cash App. And I think that's it. I think that's the end of my show. I gotta say my show today because nobody here. Lola, where you at? But anyway, yeah, show is over. Love y'all. All right. Catch you later. 7 p.m. Friday. We're always right here. So I'll catch you later. All power to the people.